part of that just has to do with the fact that things aren't really going the way that I've always planned and dreamed for them to go. Like, I always wanted to be married and, you know, have a husband and, like, plan my family and, like, be in the same house and just all that. Like, it's just, this really has not gone the way that, like, I've always wanted it to go. So maybe that has something to do with it. I really don't know. But anyways, on to the next. I want to be kind of brief with this because I don't know how much room I've got left on my memory. But when I had my ultrasound last week on the 8th, I don't know if this is normal, like if you guys have gone through this or not, but like the technician that did the ultrasound, she really was not like very thorough like with it. She might have typed occasionally like foot, hand, or something like that, but she really wouldn't like take the time to like really point things out and explain what we were looking at. I don't know if that's because they're not allowed to or they're not supposed to do that, or if it was because she was just having like a rough day and she just really wasn't in the mood to be extremely helpful. But that was a little bit of a letdown, honestly, because like it was my first ultrasound that I could really actually see things, and I was really excited, and that was really just kind of disappointing. So I don't know if that's the norm or not, and I'm considering just calling the office and seeing if like she can be a little more thorough next time, or if my doctor can do it and not her, or whatever. Like, I don't want to start anything over it, but it really was kind of disappointing. But I don't know, it is what it is. I don't want to dwell on it too much. But I don't know, like that's just really been bugging me lately. So I don't know, have you guys had that experience? Like, have your ultrasound techs been like really informative, or have they just been kind of just like standoffish? I really don't know. And it may have been because I told her I didn't want to know the gender right then and there, so maybe she was just trying to be careful. But I don't know, I just came out of there feeling like I really didn't like I didn't understand what she was looking at. Like, there was a part in the video, if you've seen it, it looks like the baby's face with the mouth open, but then she types in AC, and AC is abdominal circumference. So I don't know. I guess I might just have to let that one go. But I do plan, my next appointment is February 5th, and I do plan on finding out the gender at that appointment for sure. So I'm really excited in a way, and in a way I'm also really nervous, and I'll tell you why. I have got fears associated with having either gender. Like, honestly, I don't really necessarily have much of like a preference, I would say. Like, I would in my lifetime like to experience like being a mother to both genders. I don't really care like what order they come in. I used to care more about that when I was younger, but that was more like when I was a kid and I had these like ideals in my head about the ways that I wanted things to go. But now it's not really more of like, I want a boy first or I want a girl first. It's just like, I would really like to parent both genders. I would love to do that. And like, I've had a feeling from the start about what the baby is, but the feeling keeps changing and flipping back and forth. So honestly, I don't have any idea what I'm having. And like, I've done some of the old wives' tales and stuff, so I'll probably make a video up and just do the old wives' tales and the sayings and things, so that we can see like which gender is like dominant as far as the predictions are concerned. But I really feel completely lost, and well, lost in the sense I don't know like if I should plan for a boy or if I should plan for a girl. And I know the appointment's only 3 weeks away. It feels like it's so far away, but really it's not. I'm sure it'll come here a lot quicker than I can think. And like, I know the baby's father, he would be happy either way. Like, he just wants a healthy baby, and so do I. But my fears about the different genders is that if the situation stays the way that it is right now, where we have to co-parent like from 5 hours apart, my fear like with having a girl would be that like her father's presence in her life would not be like on a regular like day-to-day basis, and that would affect like her self-esteem. And my fear with like, I want her to have a good male role model. I want her to have good self-esteem. I want her to value herself and have respect for herself, especially when she's older, so that she makes the right decisions and that she doesn't just do things, you know, out of hormones or emotions. Like, I really want her to have a good life. I want it to be better than mine. I want her to, like, make better decisions than I did, I guess. So that would be my fear in having a girl. And my fear in having a boy is kind of similar. Like, I want him to be able to be close to his father and, like, have that male role model to grow up with, to teach him right from wrong and the way that, you know, he should act as a man, and mainly just to be the right person, whether it's a boy or a girl, but to really love God and to make those good decisions. So, like, I don't expect my child to be perfect. Like, I'm the farthest thing in the world from perfect, but if I have a chance at giving them a better life than what I had, like, I really want that for them. I want them to be happy and to make those decisions and things like that. So, I don't know, I guess the fears are really pretty similar. They're pretty much the same fears, but I feel like later on in life, if it's a boy, he's going to need more time with his father, because that's going to be like the main man in his life that's going to teach him things. So I guess my fear is kind of like, if it's a boy, kind of losing him in a way, and just, I don't want there to be that competition between him and I, him being the baby's father. I don't want it to be like, you know, us fighting over, you know, custody or times and things like that. I don't want our kids to see us that way. And who knows, like, there may be a miracle, there may be a hope of us working it out. I don't really know if there is or not. Like, only God knows that. But I'm just saying, if for some reason it doesn't work out, I don't want our kids to feel like they're in a game of tug of war with their parents. Like, I want them to feel secure and loved and supported from both sides equally, regardless of how he and I feel about each other or deal with each other. I don't want our kids to have to go through that or experience that. So, or kid, I guess it's only one baby. I don't know what I'm saying, but I don't want that, like, for any of my children, whether I have more with him or with someone else, or if I don't have any more at all. I don't know, but I think you get my drift. Let's see here. Other than that, there's not a whole lot really more to say. I know this has been like a really long video. It's a lot longer than what I anticipated. But just to kind of throw this in there, and I'm not sure if this is going to happen or not. This is more of just a maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I have considered going back to school, because I know that, like, for me here in my adult life, this is the most dependent I've ever had to be on anyone. Like, since I was 18 years old, I've always been self-sufficient. And here I am, 24. And honestly, like, it's a very humbling thing to have to be very independent and to be able to take care of yourself. And then to be humbled down to the point where, you know, you not only have people taking care of you, but those people are also going to potentially have to help take care of the baby, at least for a short time, until I get back up on my feet. And it's hard. Like, it really makes me emotional to think of it, because I want to be the one that provides for my baby. I don't want, like, to be a leech or a mooch or anything like that. And my mom had just made a good point to me earlier, like, you know, God has already walked with me through that independent stage of my life, and maybe he's teaching me how to be dependent. And, you know, like, I'm sure there's a lot of judgment for that, like, coming from other people from the outside looking in, but that could be the case. I don't know. But, like, generally, I'm a very independent person, and it's been very difficult, like, to be back under my parents' roof. But at the same time, I'm not complaining. Like, I'm very thankful that I've got a roof over my head and that they are helping me, like, tremendously. I don't even know what word to use. They have done so much, and if it wasn't for them, the situation would be very, very different. So, obviously, I'm grateful and everything, but it's just a different phase of life I'm going through, and I know things will change down the road and it won't be this way forever, but I guess it's just a lesson, it's just time to like walk with God through the valley, so to speak. I mean, I really feel like as a Christian, I need to, I've walked with him on the mountaintops when things have been going very, very well. And, he's walking with me through the valleys too. So, enough for that rant, but I just wanted to be like really open with you guys and tell you like the truth about how things have been in my heart, because that's really how I've been feeling lately. And also, I keep forgetting to throw this in too, but movement. And the reason I just thought of it is because the baby just moved a lot when I said that. All the time. I'm constantly feeling movement. Usually, like right after I eat, sometimes at random through the day, definitely at night when I lay down, like all the time. I feel the baby move constantly now. And it's really, really cool. And I don't know, I just feel so close to this baby already. I already feel like I know it, and I definitely love it, and it's just, there's no words to explain how it feels when your baby moves inside of you. If you haven't experienced it, it's just the most amazing thing in the world. But anyways, other than that, I think I pretty much covered everything. I had one question for you guys, and then I'll show you my belly. Please let me know your experience with diapers and the brands, like which ones are better. So far, like I've got a mountain of diapers that I've got this iPad sitting on top of so I can get like a better camera angle. But so far I've got Huggies, Pampers, Loves, and then like the Dollar General brand. Tell me please, 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 your experience with diapers. Like which brand worked the best, which one did you like, which one did you not like, and for what reason.